Now, my ultimate favorite time to scout whitetails is right when the season ends, because then we can look at the trails that are reflective of hunting season and not necessarily at the end of the winter time. Deer tend to congregate, yard up during the winter time, go to specific wintering locations of habitat, and there might be a lot of sign there that doesn't have anything to do with where those deer are during the fall. So great time to relocate your cameras. While we're out here scouting, have the advantage of snow up here in the northern part of the country. That's a huge advantage because we had a trail camera right over here that got some really good footage. And then out here in the winter time in the snow, we noticed that there's a trail that cuts up from a different angle right behind it. It's just a simple adjustment. Why are we still running our trail cameras right now? I want to make sure when the bucks are actually dropping. You know, online you hear about people saying, the antlers are dropping, they're starting to shed in this location or that location. I think sometimes people see 2 or 3 shed bucks together. There might be some old ones, young ones, whatever, and they think the entire herd has dropped all their antlers. We've heard that recently too. I like getting the trail cameras out, and by our trail cameras running recently, it shows us that we only have 1 half rack, and then we had 1 injured buck in December that dropped his antlers, Barry. Other than that, they're all still holding. So I want to adjust my trail cameras and pick up these new trails. I want to make sure we're hitting everything. Great time to readjust, and we'll probably leave this camera here because we've really honed it in now, probably 365. Again, if we're looking for shed bucks, we're also looking for survivors, and then we're looking for patterns that are repeated by bucks from season to season. So we noticed that in this area, Barry is a target buck of ours. He likes bedding out on this point. We've come to know that. And so then we see other younger bucks like Junior. Junior's a buck in this location that we had who's a 4-year-old. He was on the do not shoot list this year. We really want to shoot him next year. Junior Isaac is another one that came through here. But we see those patterns repeat. So a lot of times what Junior's doing, Barry's doing, Isaac's doing. And what's cool is you watch these bucks, it doesn't matter if they're a 2-year-old, 3-year-old, 4-year-old, whatever age you're looking for in your area, you'll see those patterns repeat. And so when you see those patterns are displayed in September, October, and they hold all the way to January, February, boy, you can really lock in on those bucks, get to know them, and that's that whole off-season scouting that is so critical. It doesn't matter if it's on public or private land. So we're adjusting our cameras right now based on the trails that are in the snow around them. Obviously, they're already good locations. That might seem rather obvious, but why are you doing it? We're not doing it just to get pretty pictures. We're doing it because we want to see what bucks survive the season. We want to see what patterns are displayed in this area. And then we also want to see when those antlers are actually dropping, because if you look at online, all the bucks have already dropped their antlers. You need to get out here. And if you get out here prematurely and you're scouting around, like to me, the worst time we could get out is probably about 2 to 3 weeks from now, which would be mid-February, 3rd week of February, because in our area, that's when the majority of the bucks are starting to drop in through early March. And if we're really spending a lot of time out here in mid-February, when they're starting to drop, we're going to push those bucks off to neighboring properties that we can't shed hunt on. And if you like to collect antlers, that's a consideration. Maybe you just like to get out on your property and enjoy it, see what's going on. But regardless, we're setting up these wintertime camera locations so that you could take advantage of a lot of different strategies and narrow it down from a location that I wish we would have had all season long last year, because I think we would have got more, not alone this 2-track coming right up here. And then we have this movement, and then we have trails coming in and angling right in that location where we have the camera set up to take advantage of that movement right now.